Declan Rice is becoming exactly what the Premier League was afraid of.
Declan is constantly adding things to his game. He's constantly adding things to his role in the team.
Don't believe me? Just look at this.
It's Declan Rice again! Oh!
There are players who control football matches by touching the ball every 5 seconds, and then there are players who control matches before the ball even reaches them. And Declan Rice belongs firmly to the second category, which is exactly why he is so often misunderstood. Because control does not always look like dribbling. It does not always come with flair. And sometimes control looks like nothing happening at all. And when nothing happens for the opposition, Declan Rice is usually the reason.
I mean, you can see it, by the way, how much the Arsenal fans are in love with Declan Rice, and a lot of people are.
Football culture has trained us to associate influence with volume. More touches, more passes, more visible actions. But Rice operates on a different frequency. He controls games not by dominating the ball, but by dominating space, timing, and options. And if you watch him for just a few minutes, without following the ball, only following him, you start to notice something unsettling. Opponents stop playing through the middle. Passing lanes disappear before they are even attempted. Transitions die before they are born. And that is not coincidence. That is architecture. Rice is a spatial controller. He does not chase the game. He positions himself where the game is about to happen. His biggest strength is not tackling or passing, but anticipation. He reads momentum like a chess player, reads threats 3 moves ahead, adjusting his body shape early, half open, side on, ready to cut one lane while baiting another, showing a pass that looks safe and then closing it the moment the opponent commits, which is why his interceptions feel effortless rather than frantic. He does not defend space aggressively, he occupies it intelligently, and that distinction is crucial, because while most midfield destroyers react, Rice predicts, understanding where danger will be rather than where it already is, gliding into zones instead of sprinting into duels, and forcing ball carriers into worse decisions simply by existing in the right place. In possession, his influence becomes even more subtle and even more important, because Rice is not a tempo dictator in the classic sense, he is a tempo stabilizer, sensing when a game is about to tilt emotionally and quietly resetting it with one carry, one angled pass, one pause that lets his team breathe, rarely forcing verticality but choosing his moments to drive forward just enough to commit an opponent before releasing the ball into the space he just created.
I see Kevin Nolan a lot, but he also worked with Declan for a long time at West Ham. And Kevin always says to me, the closest player, English player, that he's seen to Steven Gerrard is Declan Rice.
I don't think he needs to be as good or anything like Steven Gerrard, because I just don't think that can be reincarnated. But Declan Rice can be Declan Rice, and I think that can be a hell of a player still. And I think his influence on this team is huge.
His off-ball movement in possession is elite, constantly shifting behind the play to offer balance, positioning himself to protect against counters before they happen, which allows fullbacks to invert, midfielders to push higher, and attackers to take risks because someone intelligent is anchoring the structure. Defensively, even when a press is broken, Rice does not panic. He retreats diagonally, cuts off central routes, delays the ball carrier. And that delay is everything, buying time, restoring shape, turning chaos into predictability, and predictability is death for attackers. Add to that his modern leadership, constant communication, pointing, adjusting, guiding teammates before gaps are exploited, and you start to understand why coaches build entire systems around him, because Rice simplifies chaos. What truly elevates him is adaptability, his ability to play as a single pivot, a left-sided 8, a transition stopper, or a late-arriving runner without losing clarity, recalibrating within the same match based on game state and opposition behavior, and doing it so seamlessly that it feels invisible. He is not flashy because flash is not his job. His job is to make everything else work, to give structure to freedom and freedom to structure, and that is why the better Declan Rice plays, the less you notice him, because when he is at his best, the opposition looks blunt, disconnected, out of ideas, not knowing why the game feels heavy, or why passing lanes keep closing, or why transitions keep dying. And the answer is simple. It is him. It has always been him.
We were chatting up the other day about De Bruyne, Gerrard. If Rice can just add, and if he's playing higher up the pitch and start getting more goals, listen, he's a brilliant player. Will he be up there when you're discussing the kind of great players?
Declan Rice does not need the ball to control a match. He controls everything around it. The space before the pass, the pause before the press, the second before danger. And in modern football, where games are decided by margins and moments, that kind of control is not just valuable, it is priceless. Because this is not a midfielder chasing the game. This is a midfielder governing it.
When you talk about Declan Rice, I've always said this, I feel like I'm watching Roy Keane, that type of player who can almost do everything. We sort of have midfield players now, don't we? We say, okay, he's the deeper one, he's the creative one.
And once you learn how to watch him properly, you realize something frightening. Declan Rice has been controlling matches all along. You just were not looking in the right place.
The quality is there. The quality is there. Set pieces is maybe one of the best. They scored 3 goals against Crystal Palace. They attacked the chance with Antonio and Bowen. Exceptional well. Declan Rice is an exceptional player.